Attention passionate Seattle Seahawks fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC West and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Seattle Seahawks' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Seattle Seahawks fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Seattle SEAHAWKS fans. Let's get to the news now. Folks, buckle up because what I'm about to tell you could be one of the most explosive rumors we've seen in a while. And it involves none other than Garrett Wilson, the young star receiver from the New York Jets. Rumors are swirling that the Jets, sitting at a disappointing 3-9 record and clearly in a rebuild mode, are considering a bold move, trading away Wilson in exchange for first-round picks and a promising wide receiver prospect. Think about it. Jets are sitting on about $12 million in cap space, and with their offense struggling, averaging just 26. 3 points per game, they're looking for a major shakeup. This potential trade could be a game-changer, especially for Seattle fans who are always hungry for more explosive offensive weapons. But what makes this rumor so intriguing isn't just the trade itself, it's the implications for the Seahawks. Garrett Wilson, only 25 years old, has already established himself as one of the most dynamic and explosive receivers in the league. His ability to create separation and make plays down the field is what every Seahawks fan loves to see. He's like a rocket on the field, always ready to blow past defenders with that incredible burst. Imagine adding him to a Seahawks offense that's already been impressive, but could use that extra firepower to push it over the top. Wilson's stats for 2025 are eye-popping. 36 receptions on 59 targets for 395 yards, averaging 11 yards per catch with 4 touchdowns. He's averaging around 56 yards per game, and his yards per route run, YPRR, estimate is about 1.7, which is excellent for a receiver his age and experience. His EPA per target, expected points added, is around 0.4, which shows he can contribute significantly to the offense's efficiency. Plus, he's avoided major injuries, having played all 7 games so far, and his career stats since 2022 speak volumes. Over 0 yards, 20 touchdowns, averaging 65 yards per game, and a YPRR of about 2.1. That's the kind of production that can elevate any team, especially the Seahawks. You know, it's no secret that the Jets are cautious about their contracts. Wilson's current deal is manageable, but trading him away could free up around $15 million in cap space, which they might want to use to build around their young core. The Jets in this rebuild are focused on acquiring draft capital, especially first-round picks, to set themselves up for the future. They're looking at a roster that's struggling to sustain drives with just 206 first downs per game, and their offense is far from explosive. Trading Wilson could be the move that frees up resources and creates a new dynamic, but it also means losing that X-factor in their offense, a player who can turn a game on a dime. For the Seahawks, this could be exactly what they need to take their offense to the next level, especially considering their current wide receiver core. Seattle's passing attack has been good, but it needs that extra spark, someone who can stretch the field and create mismatches. With Wilson's addition, the Seahawks could see their aerial yards jump significantly. Based on projections, adding Wilson would likely boost their annual passing yards by around 100 yards, and his yards per route run could rise by about 20 yards compared to the current group. This would push their points per game from approximately 29.2 to about 33, keeping them firmly in the playoff conversation. Remember, Seattle's offense has been pretty effective this season, but a player like Wilson could be the missing piece that makes defenses second-guess every coverage. His ability to generate big plays would complement DK Metcalf and Tyler Lockett perfectly, creating a trio that defenses would struggle to contain. And let's not forget about the impact on the Seahawks' overall team dynamics. If Wilson joins, it's not just about the individual stats, it's about how he changes the entire offense. His presence could open up more space for the running game, which has been solid but could benefit from more explosive plays. It would also elevate the Seahawks' overall efficiency, especially on third downs. With Wilson's skills, the Seahawks could see an increase in their third down conversion rate and overall offensive consistency. And it's not just about improving the regular season, it's about positioning themselves for a deep playoff run. The Seahawks have shown they're a tough team this year, But with a player like Wilson, they could become even more dangerous, especially if they manage to keep that momentum going into the postseason. Looking at the bigger picture, this potential move could have ripple effects across the NFC West and the entire NFC. The odds for Seattle winning the Super Bowl could skyrocket from plus 1,200 to plus 600 if they land Wilson. That's a huge jump, and it shows how much of a difference a player of his caliber could make. His addition would create mismatches not just for the Seahawks, but for their opponents, especially in the playoffs where every play counts. Plus, this trade could send shockwaves through the league, forcing division rivals to rethink their strategies. The Seahawks are already in a strong position at 9-3, and adding Wilson could solidify their status as legit contenders, especially with a defense that's been holding its own and an offense that's hungry for that extra spark. Now, let's talk about the big picture, what this means for the Seahawks moving forward. If this trade goes down, it's a clear signal that Seattle is all in on making a serious playoff push and possibly chasing another Super Bowl. The team's core players like Geno Smith have been playing well, but they could take that leap with an added weapon like Wilson. It's about building a balanced attack, one that keeps defenses guessing and allows the Seahawks to adapt in real time. Plus, with the playoffs approaching, having that extra offensive threat could be the difference between a deep run and an early exit. Coach Pete Carroll and the staff have always been about maximizing talent and creating dynamic teams, and bringing in Wilson could be the final piece of that puzzle this season. Of course, all of this is speculation. Rumors are rumors, and nothing is set in stone yet. But the potential is undeniable. Wilson's addition would not only give the Seahawks a more potent offense, but also send a message across the league that Seattle is willing to make bold moves to contend seriously. It's a move that could define the franchise's trajectory for years to come, much like the legendary 2013 team that shocked the world and brought home the franchise's first Super Bowl title. The Seahawks are always about resilience, innovation, and seizing opportunities. This could be their next big step. In the end, fans, what we're witnessing here is the kind of drama and excitement that makes football so great. The possibility of adding a player like Garrett Wilson to our Seahawks roster could be the turning point we've been waiting for. It's about envisioning a future where Seattle not only competes but dominates, where explosive plays become a regular part of our game plan, and where we chase that next Super Bowl with even more determination. Whatever happens, one thing is for sure. Seahawks Nation, we're in for an exciting ride. Keep your eyes peeled, stay passionate, and let's see how this story unfolds. Because if the rumors are true, the Seahawks might just be on the verge of something historic. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Seattle Seahawks news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, Seattle Seahawks fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Do you believe the Seahawks should make a move for Garrett Wilson if the opportunity arises? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Seahawks. Let us know how you see this impacting our team's future. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Seahawks news. This is a team that's always looking to elevate, always chasing greatness, and with your passion fueling the fire, there's no limit to what we can achieve. Go Seahawks.